Well, hello there, Gemini. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about December. December is going to have 4 weeks in it, and yes, we are returning to the oldest style of reading than we did before October, and I'm excited to get back to it and see how it fits for you all, and I hope that you enjoy it. We're going to start out by lighting a candle because I have a pretty yummy candle. Sandalwood Cardamom Musk. Yay! This is a delicious candle. It's also just a general candle, meaning that it's from like Better Homes and Gardens, but it's so tasty. It's a tasty candle, right? Don't want to burn my nose hairs. There you go. Boop. And yes, I am very pleased to just be here. I'm in Louisiana, so I have a new space right here. Ta-da! And we're getting busy with it, right? Got to do my job no matter where I am. And I'm so happy to be here doing this for you. I'm excited. So I have a new deck right here we're going to play with. This is called the A Moon Oracle. It has special stuff to it. Yes. I'll have all the proper labels down in the description box below. But this is a fabulous deck. We're going to go ahead and get you a guiding card. So let's do that first. I'm going to go ahead and slide these out. They slide really nice. All right, Gemini. These are all pre-programmed for you, so you don't have to worry about that. Here's one. Yes, we are going to see what this card is. Bam. Ooh, very nice. Wish. This card is all about a wish. Dun, dun, dun. I think that Gemini, you tend to be very practical and you don't think about going big or dreaming big or pushing the dreams outside of your normal realm in this space and time, you know? And I think that this doesn't refer to all of my Geminis, okay? But some of my Geminis stay pretty earthbound. They don't go, yeah, you do what you do. And God bless you all. But here we're inviting you to do something a little bit bigger. Go a little bit larger. Go and see where you can get to. See what's out there. See how far can you go with your wishes. All right? Because anything is possible once you get past the is it possibleness, right? So very exciting, cool stuff. Love that. We're going to save this card right here for you, and I have the Nordic Tarot here again. We're going to go ahead and lay those cards out for the overview, all right? But I do want to talk to you about messages from my personal guides, and I want you to hear what I've got going on. So for the month of December, we all need to do the thing where we hold our dear ones close, all right? So that means it could be family, it could be your special friends, it could be your chosen family, but everybody needs to get the I love yous and all that good squishy stuff out there, because when you project that not cute, but you project that love and vibage to your people will project it back to you, and you get to refill your tank, okay? We need you to fill up your tank with all the love and joy and awesomeness that you can, because it's going to be an interesting month, and you're going to need as much of that stuff as you can get, all right? So, the other message I have for you is that things are going to be a little bumpy, things are going to be changing, and we're not going to be 100% interested in some of those changes, but they're going to be happening anyway, and we won't probably like it. So when that happens, we need to stay aware of who we are, what we're doing, and pay attention to how we feel about those things, right? Be aware and pay attention to how we can go with the flow a little bit, right? We're going to do a little going with the flow, and paying attention to the fact that as the changes go, everything is going exactly as it's supposed to, all right? I know that's going to be a little bit hard for some of us to embrace and appreciate, but everything is going exactly as it should, okay? So we need to accept it and embrace it a little bit, but just brace yourself, okay? It's going to be okay. Here we go. So here we have the tabletop here. All these are pre-programmed for you. This is that beautiful deck that my sister gave me. Shout out to Miss Carol. And yes, we are definitely doing the 4 columns and the 3 rows. The 4 columns represent one column per week, right? The first row is all about where we are, and then this is the second row, which is what's blocking us, and the third row is going to be our solution. All right, so very cool. This is just a nice little overview of what's going on for the month, and then we'll go in depth on the very first week at the end of this video. All right, excellent. So let's look at where we are. So there's a lot of movement happening for you, Gemini. There's a lot of, could be some travel in the mix for you. There could also be changes at work or changes at home. So things could be moving around like that, but it might just be simply you're traveling in the first week of December, the 1st through the 7th. This is all during the 1st through the 7th, all right? And of course, where you're blocked is the 7 of Swords. You may not be able to take control of the situation at all. You may just be at the whim of other people or your company, or just life in general might just be pushing you around and making you go places. And you just got to go with it, okay? So try not to get too upset about it. Go with the flow. See how it unfolds. In the end, it looks like the 5 of Wands is here, showing that you will be able to rally your friends and your people around you in this moment, in spite of all this stuff that you can't control. You will have people around you that will support you in the process. So maybe you'll have a weird situation with commercial flying where you end up someplace you weren't planning for a little bit, and you'll be able to have other people come and pick you up and hang out with you or bring you home or whatever for an unexpected layover in an unexpected town, all right? But of course you have people there because you're that kind of person. Excellent. So that's kind of what's going on for the 1st through the 7th. Let's see what's going on for the 8th through the 14th. 8th through the 14th is going to be talking about working hard and making money, all right? The 8 of Pentacles is always about putting in the time, making your money, doing the work that's in front of you. This is about labor. This isn't about sitting around and letting it show up. It's definitely about doing the work, all right? You are not going to be able to make anything fair for anybody right now, so maybe you're going to end up getting some good work hours and other people not so much, but the reality that it may not look fair to others, but it is fair in the end. Ultimately, you may have, the fact is it's not fair, and you can't make it fair, so it may also not be fair for you. So hang in there. Let that be what it is. It's going to be what it is, all right? And don't be afraid. This is the 2 of Swords telling me that you might have a little fear about how this looks for other people. You might look favored in the situation, so there is something about this that shows you might be making more money in a situation. Other people think they should be making more money, but the answer remains you're you, do you, and keep your head down, and it'll all work out, because you shouldn't have to be afraid about what's going on, okay? So I don't want you to be afraid of the fact that you're in this auspicious situation. You did the work to get here, and that's all there is to it, is you earned this, okay? Cool. Now then, the 15th through the 21st of December, the week before Christmas, we are looking at the world. So there's a cycle that will finish for you. Maybe you'll finish up your fiscal year at this time and be able to close the book on the year work-wise. That would be nice, because of course you'll be starting to open up a new book. Ta-da! So wonderful news. We like that very much. Being able to do that is going to be very important and helpful, all right? Now then, we're talking about where you're blocked this week. There's a fella of like mind, might be a life partner, or might be just a friend, who is not going to be helping in the situation. They might be like, okay, so, well, I need you to do this, or I need you to do that. And you're like, I don't have time for that. I'm busy doing this one thing. Got to do this one thing right here. I got to finish this thing out and finish strong. So you might have to go hide in your office for a while and finish out those books and do that thing so that you have all your stuff finalized. And it's actual work that you have to do. You can't put it off on someone else. You can't put it off till later. You just got to do it by the deadline. And it's this week, okay? So be aware of it. Kind of put your foot down with the person and say, look, maybe you can find somebody else to help you with whatever that is, because I can't do it, all right? Delegate it to someone else so you won't be in a situation. And sure enough, what happens? We have the Hermit. This is your solution, being on your own a little bit. You may want to go and find a spot where you can sit by yourself to take care of your project, because you'll have to close the door to the outside world so you can handle finishing this little project up. It'll take so much less time if you, it's like this job could take a day of focused effort on your part and you would be done with it. If you kept the door closed, got a beverage once in a while, went to the bathroom once in a while, but stayed focused on the project, you'd be done with it in a day. But if you get busy doing other things, presto changeo, what happens? This becomes like a 4-day project, which is ridiculous and unnecessary, okay? So don't let it become that kind of project, and don't push yourself to like get up dark 30 mornings and work on it for 2 hours every day in the morning before everybody else gets up so that you can handle it. Just go do it for one day. Poof. We can all leave you alone for one day and you can do what you need to do and handle all this stuff, okay? Cool. So finally, the last week, ta-da, last week of the year, we're talking about the 22nd to the 28th of December. We have the 4 of Cups, showing me that where you're at is in the lap of your heart, the seat of your heart. Your people are around, you're feeling your love, you're feeling quite comfortable and with your people. You are surrounded by love at this point. So you are giving love, your foundation of your heart is super strong right now. You are in it. Very nice. Where you're blocked, lots of options. Do you have a lot of options about who to hang out with and what to do? Not as many. So that's okay. You don't need a lot of options. You need just the ones you have, and you're feeling a little blocked on options. So maybe in your mind you wanted to have certain options and possibilities, but they're not all there. So it's okay. You're going to be fine, and it'll be great. You don't have to have so many things to do. Some kinds of love are going to be just fine, keeping it simple, all right? So now we have the 6 of Pentacles, showing that your finances are going to be square and easy and no problem. You might want to use some of your finances to help other people. Keeping that in mind, don't be afraid to, clean out your closets unless you're super flush. You do you, but at the same time, you don't have to go overboard to help other people financially. If you don't want to, you can do other things if you want to. So sometimes cleaning out your garage is the answer to the solution of sharing and opening up to abundance, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and put these cards over here. Remember how we used to do this? We save the cards off to one side, and then we will go immediately in depth on this first week of December 1st through the 7th. This is the MJ Cullinane deck, tarot deck. We're going to go ahead and add these cards right away and see what we can do in depth with this particular first week of cards. All right, so yes, Gemini, what's going on? We talked about you traveling and having maybe not a whole lot of choice about what you're doing, but there's the Chariot. You're traveling, you're moving, you're doing things, taking care of getting things moving around, all right? But you wanting to fight for your power in the situation, this is what you want to do. We're showing here that you can't really fight for your power in this situation, so you're just going to have to kind of go with it a little bit. But the 2 of Wands showing that a doorway is opening for you, even if you can go with it right now, that's what's happening next week, right? Next week when things get good, it's because you went with it and the door opens, all right? So you're opening a door for yourself by doing this extra stuff right now. It will suck a little, and you'll want to fight about it, but if you don't fight about it, you'll find yourself in a better position, all right? So we have the Seven of Swords, needing to take control back, but being blocked from doing so. You can't really control the situation as much as you want to. Seven of Cups, showing that lots of options are blocked. You don't have a lot of options right now. No control, not a lot of options. Interesting. And you can't let anything go right now. So everything that's happening right now, you kind of have to deal with it as it comes. You can't dismiss anything. You got to go with it. Whatever comes your way, you're going to have to take it and deal with it, all right? Good news is you will have the Five of Wands, so you will be able to rally people up to help you. It isn't all about you doing it alone. It's about you getting your people together and getting on with it, okay? So you can have help. If you just invite people to help you, they will get on to it, all right? You will be jumping into something in this situation. This will be a new beginning for you in some area. This could be a new class. It could be a new level that you're leveling up some way. And that's part of what's happening here, is that you're leveling up and getting other people to help you level up. But yeah, it's all going to happen extremely quickly. So very quickly, this will all take place, and it will be very cool for you. I think that when things happen and you get to jump into something new and it happens really fast, you're like, whoa, 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 and presto, here you are. Ta-da! How very Gemini. I love it. Leveling up happens quickly and out of the blue for you. You were just kind of doing what was in front of you here, because that's kind of what you have to do. But it turns out very nicely. I like that. So, Gemini, you are doing that thing you do where you make lemonade out of all the lemons that are brought to you. And by golly and by gosh, you are going to be doing just great, okay? I love that for you. This is excellent. So yes, we are definitely talking about what a good first week you're having for this particular week of December, the 1st through the 7th. And we will talk next week about the 8th through the 14th, all right? And if you resonate with this and this works for you, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Do leave a comment. Let me know how it's vibing with you. I appreciate all the comments, and I will personally respond because I don't have a team. It's just me. And yes, every subscription helps my tiny little baby channel grow, and I really appreciate every single one of you. I look forward to talking to you next week about the 8th through the 14th. We'll see you then.